Beloved, hear my voice, and let every lesser noise fall silent. I am the one who formed light from nothing, the one who set sparks into suns and wove warmth into winter. I have placed my living flame within you. Do not search the horizon for what I have already placed in your chest. You carry my fire everywhere you go, not a borrowed ember, not a fragile candle that a breeze can smother, but a holy blaze I myself have kindled. Where you stand, the ground becomes an altar. Where you walk, the night remembers morning. Where you speak in faith, dry wells begin to rise. I have watched you measure yourself by yesterday's ash. I have seen you fear that the spark in you is fading, that the cold of disappointment will win. Listen to me. My fire does not shrink back before shadows. Darkness is only the stage on which my glory shows its color. I do not light you to make you anxious, or to turn you into a spectacle of strain. I light you to make you alive. My fire is not noise, it is breath. It is not panic, it is presence. Feel it steadying your hands, clearing your eyes, aligning your heart with mine. I do not ask you to pretend you are strong. I clothe you with strength. I do not ask you to perform holiness. I set you apart and call you my own. I do not drive you with threats. I lead you with promise. The flame within you is not a test you must pass. It is a gift you must tend. And I am the keeper of the gift. When you feel small, remember who breathes on your coals. When you feel unseen, remember whose gaze never turns away. When you feel spent, remember that I am the God who multiplies oil and lengthens days. You carry my fire, and I will not let it die. Rise from the place where fear seated you. Shake the dust of delay from your feet. Open the windows of your spirit and let fresh air meet the embers. Speak my name over the rooms that feel locked and stale. Invite me into the corners you hide from company. I am not scandalized by your weakness. I am determined to move through it. I am not offended by your questions. I am ready to be your answer. Do not call yourself empty while the flame of the Almighty burns inside you. Do not call yourself late while I, the Lord of Time, walk beside you. You say, but the journey is long. I say, I am the path and the companion. You say, but I am weary. I say, I am rest and renewal. You say, but I have failed. I say, I am mercy that writes new chapters. The fire in you is not the reward for perfect behavior. It is the sign of my covenant love. I chose you when you had nothing to offer, and I do not regret choosing you. My call does not expire. My purposes are not brittle. My flame does not flicker in my hands. If you will bring me your honest heart, I will bring you holy heat, clarity for confusion, courage for fear, compassion for bitterness, and consistent power for the days that require endurance. Walk into rooms as one who has been sent. Do not apologize for existing in the season I assign to you. Let gentleness be your covering and boldness be your stride. Let your words be warm enough to soften, not hot enough to scorch. My fire heals as surely as it refines. I am not making you into a torch that burns bridges. I am making you into a hearth where the lonely find welcome and the wounded find rest. Carry my fire into conversations others avoid. Carry it into workplaces where cynicism has become the native tongue. Carry it into family tables where old hurts whisper. When you arrive in faith, atmospheres change. When you listen for my whisper, strategies appear. When you bless and do not curse, the temperature of the room rises toward hope. There will be days when storms howl. There will be nights when silence feels heavier than stone. On those days and nights, remember, you are not a match left to the mercy of wind. You are a lamp set within a temple, and I am the keeper of the lamp. I trim the wick. I pour the oil. I shield the flame. Take the next step you know to take. Pray the next prayer you know to pray. Love the next person I place before you. Obedience is the bellows that feeds the coals. Gratitude is the wood that lasts through the night. Worship is the spark you strike again and again until the room is bright. You have asked for a sign. Here is my sign. You are still here, and the fire is still alive. I have carried you through losses that once promised to define you. I have guarded you in hidden seasons you thought would bury you. I have prepared you for conversations and callings that require a steady heat, not a flash of pride. Do not despise the slow burn. I am building a life in you that can endure both applause and silence, both harvest and drought. The headline is not what you accomplish. The headline is who you become, one who hosts my presence and releases my warmth. Now pause here with me and hear this invitation with a willing heart. Let your life become an altar in motion. Begin your mornings by surrendering every plan to my wisdom. End your evenings by returning every burden to my hands. Bless what I bless. Renounce what I renounce. Guard your imagination. It is the fireplace of your future. Refuse the old stories that call you disqualified. Wear the new name I speak over you, carrier of holy fire, child of light, priest of the ordinary, builder of peace. Call to action. If this message strengthens you, help it reach others. Please leave a thoughtful comment, share this episode with someone who needs courage, and subscribe so you won't miss the next word. Thank you for being here. Return to me now with the simple prayer I can use. Here I am. That willingness is the tinder I choose. Bring me your quiet yes, and I will turn it into a testimony loud enough for generations. Bring me your small step, and I will stretch it into a road. Bring me your 5 loaves of time and your 2 fish of energy, and I will feed a multitude through you. Stop waiting for the perfect mood. Strike the flint of discipline against the steel of faith, and watch the spark fall where I direct. I will meet you in places you thought were common and make them carry my fragrance. I appoint you as a keeper of thresholds. Stand where despair tries to enter and replace it with declarations of promise. Stand where confusion tries to multiply and replace it with steady truth. Stand where accusation tries to speak and replace it with blessing. You do not fight fire with fury, you overcome darkness with light. Keep your spirit uncluttered. Forgive quickly. Confess what is crooked and let me straighten it. Practice quiet so you can hear me in a crowded day. Practice courage so you can stand when applause is rare. Practice kindness so your heat will invite, not intimidate. There will be moments when your past tries to rename you. Let my voice rename your memory. You are not the sum of your detours. You are the story of my guidance. You are not a museum of mistakes. You are a garden of mercies. I am not asking you to deny what hurt you. I am asking you to let me redeem it. Even your scars can glow when grace shines through them. Even your weaknesses can warm others when surrendered to me. Do not measure tomorrow by yesterday's pain. Measure tomorrow by my faithfulness, which does not age. Lift your head and receive this commission. I send you into the ordinary with extraordinary purpose. Teach your hands to bless every task. Let your desk, your kitchen, your classroom, your shop floor become sanctuaries of steady flame. Smile as one who knows the source. Work as one who serves an audience of one. Speak as one who has heard from heaven. Make room for the stranger. Encourage the hesitant. Celebrate the faithful, and pray for the wandering. Where others curse the dark, you will light a lamp. Where others stir division, you will lay a table. Where others forecast defeat, you will prophesy a future full of hope. And when you feel the wind rise against you, do not fear. Trials that meant to smother you will instead make you shine. Giants that haunted your steps will become testimonies under your feet. Mountains that mocked your progress will become theaters where my glory is seen. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart open. Keep your hands available. I will waste nothing. Even now, I send helpers to your side, voices that sharpen you, friends that steady you, mentors that lift your gaze. Welcome them as gifts from my hand. Hear me again. You carry my fire everywhere you go. Not the blaze of anger, but the warmth of heaven. Not the fever of anxiety, but the steady heat of trust. Not a wildfire of chaos, but a guided flame that knows its mission. You will outlast what tries to tire you. You will outlove what tries to harden you. You will outshine what tries to dim you. For I am with you, and I do not grow weary. My spirit rests upon you and flows through you. I seal you now with fresh oil, that your lamp will not fail in the watches of the night. Close your eyes and breathe. Receive the nearness that does not leave. Let my peace settle like evening over fields after harvest. Let gratitude rise like morning over quiet waters. Step forward without trembling. Speak without striving. Love without ledger. And when you do not know what to do next, do the next faithful thing and watch me meet you there. I am the God who answers with fire, sometimes sudden, sometimes slow, but always sure. Walk on, bless many, guard the flame, and remember, wherever you go, I go with you, and my fire goes with you.